Salute, man. You already know who it is. It's your boy Black Baki, aka Black Superman, aka Black Bane, aka nigga horse, because I've been doing a lot of singing. About to hook up some darn, actually about to hook up some protein, man. Your boy is in one of his favorite cities. I'm in Thrasherville, you know what I mean? Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. I'm about to get real ghetto because I don't got my shaker bottle with me. I'm actually about to get super ghetto. Where am I? But I'm in Thrasherville. I actually just learned this name recently. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that this city was actually known as Thrasherville. Never knew that this city was actually known as Thrasherville, man, back in the early 1800s, right? But I just learned that. I literally just learned it a few minutes ago, right? And this lady had me tripping. All right, we're good. There we go. So I didn't know that the city was known as Thrasherville, right? And this lady was putting me up on game, and she was like, yeah, she said this city, back in the 1800s, the first name of the city was actually Thresherville. And it's so funny that, this city is a city that I rock with, you know what I'm saying, and I actually love. It's one of my favorite cities. But Thrasher is actually one of my words, like one of I promise you I used to kill that word. No cap. Like when I was younger, Thrasher. Me and my boy Justin, man, we used to kill that word, man. Thrasher. And this city that I love is actually known, that was the original name of the city. But anyway, man, I'm out of town right now, y'all, because I'm handling some business. Working on some content that I'm super excited about. Look at how ghetto I'm being right now, y'all. Check me out. Check out how ghetto I'm being right now. Yo, your boy being ghetto as hell right now, bro. I got the darn envelope paper. You know what I'm saying? With the I got the envelope paper with the protein scooper, you know what I'm saying? You figured, deal me. And I'm making some protein right now, man, because I gotta make sure that I'm hitting my protein goals, right? Daily. You know what I mean? Let me tell y'all something real quick about that. So your boy was lacking. All right, Black Baki was lacking. I'll probably say about a month and a half ago, I wasn't getting enough protein, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. And you know what's funny? I literally could look at my body and I could tell. Like, if y'all paying any attention, I put up a live video recently and I was talking about how me doing this new job and stuff, I'm way more active, I'm way more fit. I'm doing a lot more steps, you know what I'm saying? And I'm burning a lot more calories a day. My body started looking different, you know what I'm saying? So with my body looking different, it started to scare the hell out of me. Like I was getting shook, no cap, right? So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get right. I need to increase my volume, you know what I'm saying? I need to start making sure I'm lifting more. I need to make sure my protein is right, but my protein wasn't on point because I was working so much, I really didn't have enough time to eat. I wasn't even doing protein shakes and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And it started to show. It started to show in my physique. So with that being said, I up my protein back up, and now I make sure I'm getting in at least 260 grams of protein a day. And man, when I say it's a huge game changer, yo, if you don't believe me, just try what I'm saying, right? If you don't know how much protein you get in a day, right? If you don't know how much protein you get in a day, start tracking it, figure out how much protein you get in a day. And just bump it up a good 40 grams if you're not getting a whole lot of protein. You're gonna be able to look at your body and you're gonna see a difference. Right off the rip. You're gonna look at your body, you're gonna be like, dang. Because protein is such a thermogenic macronutrient, and protein plays such a powerful part with testosterone, believe it or not. Think about a protein synthesis. Think about what happens, even for people who take testosterone, right? Take the hormone. What it does immediately is it increases protein synthesis, right? So this is why having adequate amounts of protein, if not high amounts of protein, is so important in terms of your physique, your musculature, and also testosterone levels, believe it or not. So if you don't believe me, right, just increase your protein intake. Just start eating more protein a day and start looking at your body and your physique. Now, if you're already getting enough protein, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You good, right? But if you're not, and you up it up, you're gonna be able to see a huge difference. But anyway, let's get back to how ghetto I am right now, bro. Let's get back to how ghetto I am right now, dog. Look, check me out. Check me out. Check me out. What if I just wanted to lose my mama pouch, but keep everything else? Hey, check this out. So you can very much so do that, all right? I'm so glad that I have a woman right now on my live asking questions, because y'all are the ones that I really want to like help out, man, because I'm telling you, y'all, man, all women got to do for real, all y'all got to do is make sure that your nutrition is right, and it ain't got to be perfect, but make sure you're getting adequate amounts of protein like I'm already talking about. And women, man, y'all can get away with lower carbs. That's another thing too. There's studies shown to prove what I mean concerning that. If you just look it up, you'll see it. But anyway, you can get away with lower carbs. But here's the main thing. All y'all got to do and all you got to do is start lifting weights. Don't run from it. Don't be intimidated by it. It's going to literally transform your body and your entire physique. You got to start training. You got to start lifting weights. So you got to start building muscle. And when I say building muscle, don't take it. And I ain't even saying you taking it like this, but a lot of women tend to like immediately think like, oh no, I don't want to get all bulky and big and blocky and all that. You're not going to get bulky and big and blocky because you just don't have the hormonal profile to do that. The only thing that you're going to do is increase muscle and wherever you're building and lifting and focusing on in terms of your body parts. So if you want to get rid of your mama pouch, but you want to keep everything somewhat the same, I say you should start lifting weights, and keep more of like a moderate volume, meaning you don't got to go crazy with lifting weights. Just keep like a maintenance, approach to lifting weights, and go through the process of putting on that muscle first. After you go through the phase of putting on muscle, Now it's time to lower the body fat. And then once you start to lower the body fat, but you continue to train and lift weights, your body fat will lower, you will maintain and keep your muscle, and that pouch will start to go down, but the rest of your body should stay the same, right? You just can't be, I think what messes a lot of women up is, and I ain't even saying you don't lift, because you might lift, but a lot of women, tend to shy away from lifting weights because y'all think that y'all gonna get super blocky and bulky and all that, and y'all kind of gravitate more to like cardio, cardio walking or doing cardiovascular work. And there ain't nothing super wrong with that, but you just gotta be careful because I know a lot of people, and I've even had clients that do mostly cardio, and their body don't look right. They still be having fat in places where they don't want it to be. And honestly, a lot of the times they lose a lot of muscle, which slows down their metabolism, and it shows on your body. That's why people who got more muscle, women and men, when you got more muscle, your metabolism is a lot faster. Because that tissue in the body has a higher metabolism. Way higher than fat, right? Way higher than fat tissue. So it makes sense, it's logical and rational to increase muscle, even women. You can't be scared to build muscle. And I know that was a whole lot right there. I know that was a handful. Hold on, let me use my hands real quick, there we go. I know that was a handful, right, and a mouthful, but check me out. Oh, my man, Reppin' Town Fitness, what up, salute. My man in the building. This message is held for a review. Let me see what's going on here. Girl, we like that pouch. Hey, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean, yo. The pouch, when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie. And I think it was just because I was younger. The pouch, I wasn't really a huge fan of the pouch. But shoot, now, what? I don't give a damn about no damn pouch thing. Shit. I ain't focused on the pouch. I'm focused on, I ain't even gotta elaborate. Let me see. Hell, I'm gonna grab the pouch. I'm gonna hold the pouch. Pouches need love too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show some love to the pouch too. Hell, girl, let me see. Facts. What about females? Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm glad I'm getting females on here, man. I'm gonna start going live more often. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start catering more content to women too, because the information that I talk about, especially with the tri-pillar physique method and transforming your whole body, it works for men and women. And if you just follow the main principles, it's not hard. The whole point of me coming up with the tri-pillar physique method was to make it more simple, to make burning fat more simple, to make building muscle more simple. The whole concept is called tri-pillar physique method. And I designed it to make it more simple. I designed the approaches to diet to make it more simple, because that's usually the biggest thing for people. I've been training people for the last 6-7 years, right? And hands down, I noticed the main issue for people is diet, like hands down. And not just for burning fat. I mean, it's burning fat, building muscle. Diet, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Once you start getting used to doing this thing as a lifestyle, the diet can become more difficult when you're trying to build muscle than burning fat, believe it or not. Because depending on your metabolism, when you're in that muscle building phase, you can easily start putting on, extra fat, because you got to find that sweet spot, and then you need to stick with that sweet spot. It's just like burning fat too. Once you find a sweet spot, you're good. That's what I help people do. I will help you find your sweet spot. However long it takes, wherever your diet sweet spot is, we're gonna find it. We're gonna do it. Whatever your training sweet spot is, whatever your volume sweet spot is, we're gonna find it and we're gonna stick to it and we're gonna do it. And then we're gonna gradually go from there. You can't be, just like with everything, we can't be extreme. That's what I used to do And that's what was stopping me. And even when I first started training people, unfortunately, I was holding other people back too, because I was a new trainer. So I grew up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, yeah, more, extreme is better. Extreme is more, yeah, go hard, you know what I mean? Go hard or go home, you know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, that's cool in certain moments. But if we talk about long-term and longevity though, it's not good. Like less is more if we're talking about longevity. Now, if you want to just, lose 20, 30 pounds, you know what I mean, and gain it back, say, I don't know, 6 months later, then go ahead and do it. Or shoot, 3 months later, then you can have that approach. But if you're looking to, have long-term results and this be consistent for you, then less is always going to be more. Hands down. I do the same thing. Folding paper for drink. Hey, come on. I already know you up on it, rep. I already know you up on it, rep at Time Fitness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and see, I'm out of town, so I don't got my protein shaker cup with me. Like, and look, I done messed up already. I done messed up already. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all, man. This envelope ain't doing it though. I usually like to use like a bigger, like a wider piece of paper, because then, with the protein, you can kind of like distribute it in such a way where it's not like just built up. So what I'm gonna have to do is I might have to kind of like slide it back to kind of make the hump like more lower. You know what I'm saying? More. So then it'll kind of slide into the bottle. But I messed around and forgot my protein cup, man. I'm in Thrasherville right now. I don't know if y'all know where that's at, but it's Atlanta. So I'm in the A right now, y'all. Oh, there we go. Got him. Hold on. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right, bet. So y'all can see me doing my little scientist shenanigans. Now, I'm gonna do 2 scoops because last time I checked, I had, I'm gonna have to clean this up too, man. I'm making a mess. But last time I checked, I had, come on, man. I think I'm at like 205 grams of protein for the day. So these 2 scoops is going to bring me up to 260. So we're good. I'm gonna tell you that too. Like if you got like a physically demanding job, if y'all got like a physically demanding job, but like I'm about to just say the heck with it, just put the whole envelope in the bottle and just drop it, just drop it in there. But now if you got a physically demanding job, I done messed up, bro. If you got a physically demanding job and you burn a lot of calories at work, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be real careful. But one, you got to make sure that your protein is on point, man, because you're gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? And then 2, you gotta make sure that you train it hard enough. You know what I'm saying? And when I say hard, I mean smart. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure that you go on a failure, every last set. Just ensuring that you are stimulating the muscles so that they know to either stick around or grow, depending on your diet, because that's key. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to check out the comments, man. It's darn, I got my thing, hold on. What about females? Hey, the same thing applies. The same thing applies, y'all. Facts. It's even hard for most dudes to put on too much muscle. Real talk. Yeah. That's a real thing, man. Okay, good, because I don't want to look muscular. Yeah, you won't look muscular. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're still here, too. You will not. You're going to look good. I'm telling you, every woman that I've coached and trained, when I convince them, right, to take on a bodybuilding approach. Every time I say that, they're like, "Oh no, I don't want to." And I'm like, no, "You're not gonna look like that. You're not. It's not possible, right? You would have to increase your hormonal profile in certain areas to bring that about. You know what I mean? You would have to literally take steroids to do that. You would have to take some type of enhancements to get you there. You'd have to take human growth hormone. You'd have to take multiple types of testosterone to do that, right? Unless you just like a genetic freak for real, and most women ain't. There's a couple anomalies out there, but unless you like a genetic freak, and which more likely you're not, you don't have to worry about that. But my point is, whenever I train women and I take them through this whole bodybuilding approach, they look amazing. Not only that, when we get through building a foundation for them, and then I say, okay, how do you really want to look? Like, what are you really trying to achieve with your physique? Do you want a bigger butt? Do you want, bigger arms? Believe it or not, some women be wanting to increase their arms. Like some women, they'll find certain things about their body and say, oh, I wish this was a little more up, or I wish my shoulders were a little more broad. I feel like they're too narrow and whatnot. Then I'll take them through, specialization phases where we are literally focusing on what it is you're trying to grow, right? And you gotta be strategic on that approach. You gotta know how to get through plateaus. You gotta know, just like burning fat, it's the same concept. You have to understand that, making adjustments, all this type of stuff. But that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. That's why getting a coach, man, I'm telling you, it's life changing. It changed my life. All the way to a degree, to the degree where I became a coach. And I've actually trained multiple people who became coaches as well. And it's because when you get with the right coach, it could be online too, it don't matter. It could be online, it could be in person. I honestly recommend online, man, unless you just really need somebody in front of you. But anyway, if you got the right coach and their approaches are practical, all you got to do is just really learn how they do it and just do it. And then teach other people how to do it. Like, I'm probably one of the best coaches for that because, like I said earlier, the tri-pillar physique method is literally, crafted in a way to where it's simple, right? All the approaches are simple. So if you're trying to, dang, bro, I done messed this hotel blanket up in here, bro. If you're trying to, man, look at this, the bottle, yo, I messed up, man. I need like a damn funnel or something, man. This is crazy. Hold on. Calm down, tripod. Chill out. You all over the place. Let me see, Trinity, what we got? Okay, good. Because I don't want to look muscular. Facts. Do you have like specific vitamins and stuff females should use? Yo, I hope you're still here, Trinity. But I'll answer that just in case another chick is on here and would like to know. I assume when you say vitamins, you probably mean like supplements. Catered to women. My approach is pretty general, right? So it's one thing. It's a pillar with tri-pillar physique method. One of the pillars is nutritional and hormonal optimization, right? This is one of the pillars to the tri-pillar physique method. And within that pillar, the main focus is to figure out, what are you deficient in, right? Because if we got deficiencies, it's gonna get in the way. Having vitamin deficiencies, having nutrient deficiencies can get in the way of you burning fat. It's definitely gonna get in the way of you building muscle. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it can also get in the way of a lot of other things, man. Your energy levels, just the list goes on. So I tend to tell people and suggest that people like get some tests done and try to figure out where you stand with vitamins. Try to see where your vitamins are. Try to see where your nutrients are. Are you deficient in any vitamins or nutrients? Because if you are, it's gonna hold you back. It's gonna make burning fat super hard. It's gonna make building muscle super hard. You ain't gonna have the type of energy or nothing that you would need to really kill it, right? And be your best. So terms of vitamins, it don't matter if you're a man or a woman. I say try to figure out what you're deficient in. Then once you figure out what you're deficient in, get those vitamins and take those vitamins. You ain't gotta take no multi. Man, I hate multivitamins. I hate multivitamins. Don't take a multivitamin. Because there's so many reasons why I'm against multivitamins. For one, you know, you might not even need certain vitamins. You might be good in certain vitamins. You may be getting a good amount or even surplus amount of certain vitamins in your diet, right? And then you just take it more. Now you're just overdoing certain vitamins. That could lead to negative effects, right? Not only that, say you do have certain deficiencies, and in that multivitamin, you more than likely ain't gonna be hitting what you need to improve the deficiency. You see what I'm saying? So bottom line, try to figure out if you're deficient in vitamins. Start taking those vitamins. You know what I mean? Start taking those vitamins. Once you find out to see if you're deficient in the vitamin, start taking it. If you are, you can go to the doctor. They can do tests. They got tests now that you can get online, at-home tests. They got tests in certain like herb stores and supermarkets that you can go to. Take these tests. See if you're low in vitamin D. See if you're low in vitamin C, B. Because I'm telling you, you could have nutrient and vitamin deficiencies, and that's why you don't even want to go to the gym, or you don't want to work out, or you don't have energy. Or that's why maybe you be stressed out sometimes. You're like, damn, why I'm stressed out? Or it could be why you might feel anxious sometimes. You're like, damn, why am I anxious, bro? Like, what's really going on? You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff come from deficiencies. So boom, all right, got that out of the way. I tend to be long-winded, man. Y'all gotta excuse me. I gotta get better with that. I'm working on it, because I'm telling you, I get focused on one thing and I just like hitting that mother, right? But bottom line, yeah. So boom, try to figure out if you got deficiencies. If you do, take those vitamins. Don't do a multi. Certain vitamins don't even go together. You know what I mean? Certain vitamins don't even go together. So say like certain vitamins, you ain't even supposed to even take them at the same time. Certain vitamins can cancel other vitamins out. You know what I mean? There's so many reasons why a multivitamin is just nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? Now, especially them one-a-day, like you know the multivitamins. I used to take them too, so I ain't judging nobody. But like the multivitamins where they say like one a day, and it be one pill. Man, that's cap. That's cap. Them businesses, they be capitulating, bro. With them, they be capitulating with them dog. One pill a day, bro. You can't fit all of that in something that small like that, bro. You can't do that. That's I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way in hell you getting all them vitamins in that little vitamin, bro. Like, I just, nah. It's cap. But anyway. In terms of like actual like supplements that I would probably say women should probably go toward. I guess it depends on what you're trying to do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you looking to achieve? If you're talking about like just overall women's health, man, it's a lot of things there's a lot of herbs and stuff that I think women could really benefit from if they knew about it and used it. Especially if you're a mother, you know what I'm saying, or if you're like breastfeeding and things like that. There's different things that could be powerful for that, different herbs and stuff like that. But it really just depends on what you're trying to do. If you just talk about transforming and getting your body right, if you're talking about that, like, it depends on what you want to achieve. So if you're still here, let me know in the chat. If there's a specific thing that you want to achieve and you try to figure out like what supplements should I take to achieve that, or like what vitamins should I take to achieve that. And I'll kind of, let you know what I do know concerning that. Let's see. Okay, good. Okay. And I appreciate all y'all that's in here, man, and in the chat. Y'all throw a like on the video, man. Trinity, she said, boom, 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 that's good. I smoke weed. Okay, so you smoke weed? All right. Let me see. What if it's hard to keep food down? All right, so you smoke weed. You smoke weed, I got a feeling that one of your biggest struggles is probably actually going and working out. Let me know if I'm right. Yeah, I'm about to grab a broom. I done dropped all this dog protein all over the place. Let me know if I'm right. You smoke weed, I got a feeling that probably one of your biggest struggles is actually going and working out. Or like training. Cause weed, to each his own, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to smoke weed, you want to smoke weed. It is what it is. I don't judge a soul. But there's multiple reasons why I don't suggest it, but I'm not gonna say that if you're smoking weed, it'll stop you entirely. I think it really depends on the individual, and I think it depends on what weed do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you smoke weed, how does it affect you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I talk to, or even I have multiple clients too that smoke weed, and probably half of them stopped smoking weed entirely. I don't know if it was just my influence, or because I don't smoke weed, and I was telling them about why I don't smoke it. Maybe that has something to do with it, but half of the people that I've trained that smoke weed, they stopped. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things I've seen with people and clients was like they just didn't feel motivated for real. Like and that was one of the biggest struggles. They're like, man, how do I get motivated? And I'm like, yo, you smoke weed? Yeah, stop smoking weed. Stop smoking. Like just stop smoking weed. Most people don't get motivated when they get high, or when they smoke weed. Listen. I used to smoke weed. I like until I started realizing it wasn't for me, and I was smoking it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I used to smoke like a chimney, bro. Me and my boy Jay Money, me and my boy Justin, we used to throw back a whole ounce like it wasn't nothing. Just me and him. You know, blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt. And when I look back, I mean, I was young and I was like 16, but still, like, I ain't gonna cap, like, I still was motivated. That's just the type of person I am, but, most people who smoke weed, bro, they don't really be motivated like that, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. They be looking at me like, yo, why are you so motivated? I'm like, what type of question is that, nigga? I ain't gonna say their name, but somebody specifically in particular, they smoke weed. And I'll never forget, he was like, yo, don't you feel like you done did a lot already? And I was like, what you mean? He's like, bro, you've been on YouTube for like 10 years, man. You done did this, you done trained people, transformed them, like you on social media, like, you did all these videos and stuff. Don't you feel like you did enough? I'm like, no. I'm like, bro, I haven't done anything yet. Like, if you ask me, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't made it first of all, I haven't transformed 100 bodies yet. That's the first goal. And I was just letting them know, I'm like, bro, my goals and like what I want to achieve is just high, bro. I'm motivated, and I want to aspire to do things that I always been like that ever since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I want to set the tone for my bloodline, who I come from, where I come from, all of it. You know what I mean? So like that's what keep me motivated. And then it's things out of life that I want, and I'm determined to get. But I'm telling you, like, people that be smoking weed too, people I used to rock with, that's really like how they be looking at me. They be looking at me like, yo, like, why are you doing all this? Or they'll think about how I used to be back in the day, and they're like, bro. I just be looking at them like, bro, that's not me no more, man. Like, I was out there doing a lot of stuff, man, because I was trying to survive. Like, that wasn't really who I was to my core. I just was out there just doing it just to survive. Shoot. I know I'm talking like a mug, y'all. That's just me, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. Let me see. What if it's hard to keep food down? What if it's hard to keep food down? So if you still hear Trinity, you said, what if it's hard to keep food down? You talking about like you be throwing up? Like you get nauseated a lot and you throw up? And let me know, if that's the case there. Because, I mean, that's a whole different ballgame. Someone looking at me can't see my pouch. Someone looking at me can't see my pouch. I assume you mean like your pouch. It's not to the degree where like it's noticeable when you got clothes on or something. I assume that's what you mean. But I can. I'm gonna do like fitness tutorials while on live sometimes. Oh shit, that's what's up. Are you gonna do fitness, some tutorials while on live? Um, Man, it's funny. I used to do that. Shit, what was I doing that? I remember I was doing like hit workouts and stuff like back in like 2018, 17, 18. I'm not opposed to doing that. I guess I don't really do a lot of like hit training and stuff like I used to. So I'm not opposed to doing tutorials. I mean, unless you mean like lifting weights and like tutorials on like form and technique when doing certain movements and stuff, I might consider that. But honestly, I'll probably end up just doing actual videos doing that, like not really going live unless I get a lot of people who really like could benefit off of that, then I probably would do it. Keep at it. Salute, salute. Already. You already know what it is. Definitely gonna keep at it, man. Not only that, that's why I've been kind of chilling, y'all, because like that's why I ain't really been like doing a lot of content because I'm really trying to build up the momentum. Now that I see I'm getting a lot, I'm getting more subscribers and stuff, and people are kind of like tapping in. Even old subscribers are tapping back in. I don't know if it's because of like all the shorts and stuff I was doing. But yeah, like I'm getting a lot of people that's tapping back in, and I'm getting old people, I'm getting new people. I think my time is coming, man. I think I'm about to reach that point where I think I'm ready. Like I think God about to take me to that point where I'm ready to be in front of the world and I'm ready to be the right influence. I had to work on a lot of stuff, man, but I think I'm getting there. I can. I want to do like fitness tutorial. Oh, okay, I already read that. I may do that though. I'll keep that in mind. I stopped drinking that water. It made me piss a lot and switched to alkaline. Oh, you talking about this water here? Yo, I shouldn't even be like showing it. For real. But you know what? F it, man. I ain't worried about it. It'll come back. But I feel you, man. You said he was pissing a lot drinking it. That's interesting. That's interesting, man. You sure it was this water that was causing you to piss a lot? I'm definitely not deficient in vitamin D. That's good. You're doing better than me. Nah, let me stop capping. Nah, I'm pretty good at vitamin D. Vitamin D ain't really been an issue for me, for real. Like, once I started realizing what my deficiencies were, I was able to tackle them. And that's what I encourage people to do with the tri-pillar physique method. Like, you want to do that, and you will start to notice some powerful benefits once you start doing it. You'll be like, damn, I feel so much better. I got more energy. My sleep is better. Like, you know what I mean? I feel good. My mood is better. I'm telling you, you're gonna start feeling like a brand new person. What's your opinion on fish oil? Fish oil. Damn, I hope y'all here, man. I know I got long-winded on some of that other stuff, but hope y'all still here. But no, fish oil is good, man. Especially like if you don't get a lot of fish in your diet, or like you don't eat a lot of fish. I think fish oil is great. You get your omega-3s in, your DHA. Yeah, man. Fish oil is good. Honestly, I think I'm about to start back getting on some type of fish oil or some type of omega-3 oil because I'm not eating as much fish as I once was. Like at one point, I was killing like sardines, I was killing like herring and stuff like that. To whereas I didn't need to take fish oil or vitamin D. But omega-3 is something that you do want to put into your diet because it's not something that the body, naturally creates. It's not naturally within our body. So, we have to eat that to get that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with doing fish oil. I just wouldn't overdo it. And I'm always going to suggest, it's always going to be better to look for the actual food option with any type of vitamin, nutrient, anything. But obviously, food is expensive right now, you know what I mean? And if that's all you got, or if it's easier, then, do what works. Because you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with supplementation. As long as you're doing decent quality supplements, you can't go wrong. I got plenty of that. Yo, why they saying that comment need review? Like, you ain't even say nothing crazy. Like, I can see if you said something wild or something like that, but that ain't even crazy. Yo, they bugging, yo. YouTube be on some stuff, bro, I tell you. Does anyone need some vitamin D? Just hit me up. Bro, I don't know what my man, I think he's trying to be funny, bro. I just caught on what my man trying to say, bro. I thought he was being real when he was like, I definitely don't need no vitamin D. Then he say, if anybody needs some vitamin D, hit me up. Like, what you talking about, fam? Like, you, please, man, please don't y'all start that, bro, because I ain't got time for that. Unless he might really sell it. I don't know. He might be legit. Like, he either sell it or he like on some, he's saying some wild shit. Nobody got time for that. If you smoke weed, you're searching for an escape from your emotions. That's real. That's real. I mean, honestly, bro, let's keep it a bean. Like, smoking weed, drinking, doing heroin, doing any type of drug. At the end of the day, a lot of the times these are vices, right? Hey, and you speaking my language, man. You speaking my language. You want to talk about emotional intelligence. I just spent years on building that up. And I mean, man, you would be surprised the type of stuff that we do, man, subconsciously trying to deal with things like that. But I'm not going to rant too heavy on that because I can go for days on that topic. Like, for real, I'm not even going to open that can of worm up unless somebody else chime in and we start a dialogue, because I will do a monologue on that easy. And stop smoking weed because you helped regulate their emotions. Interesting. Wow, they say, I don't know if you're a he or she, but that's interesting that you said I helped regulate their emotions. I would say that I probably led them in a direction to them self-regulating. Because unfortunately, man, we really can't. Well, no, you said help, didn't you? Let me not mix what you said. Yeah, you said I helped them regulate. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good statement. I mean, I agree. Yeah, actually, somebody in particular, yeah, I definitely helped her with that. Because at the end of the day, man, being a coach, you're legit going to be a counselor. 8 to 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be a counselor. You're gonna be counseling your client. And any coach that say that they don't do that, they're not a good coach. I wouldn't even hire them. I wouldn't even work with them, because that's a part of coaching. That's why I know, like, I feel like my purpose is me going in the direction of life coaching for real, because dealing with so many clients, dealing with life, dealing with people in my life, kind of naturally been that like advising type person, counseling type person. That's why I'm on YouTube. Anybody that know me or has been close to me, especially if I've let you into my life, they'll tell you. That's just naturally who I am. I think it's a part of my purpose for real. That's why I do it. That's gonna be like the foundation and the basis of like my purpose. Let me see. Okay, Trinity. So I smoke weed too. I hope I'm saying that right. Is it Trinity? Yeah, it's Trinity. Trinity Diamond. I like the name Trinity, man. I just hit a couple bad females with the name Trinity, Brett. No cap. There's one in mind I'm thinking about right now. She was pressure. Like I remember her. Honestly, I ain't gonna never forget her because I wanted her, but she had a whack ass. I don't even want to. I don't even want to even talk about that, man. See. I want to know, is there any type supplements to help keep your food down while working out? Oh, so when you're working out, you start to get nauseous? Like you start to get nauseated? And you feel like you need to throw up? I don't know. You might want to like that might be that may be an issue for real. Now if you get like that because right before you work out and train, you done smashed a whole bunch of food, like you done ate, or you trying to like get warmed up for your workout and you dancing, you like eating that little dance they be doing and shit. Okay, but if like you ain't eat nothing before you worked out, and then you start training and working out, and you get super nauseated and you feel like you need to throw up, or you might be saying that like you be training and working out so hard to a point where you feel like you need to throw up. If you're saying that, that's kind of normal a little bit, especially if like you ain't been working out for a while and you ain't been training for a while, and like you going hard as hell, like you going ham, literally going hard. You know what I'm saying? And then you go hard, and then eventually you feel like you need to throw up, or you actually throw up. I've had multiple people throw up. Back when I was training people in person, that's when I started kind of scaling back a little bit. Like I said earlier, I don't know if y'all, whoever was here earlier, y'all heard me say it. Like, I used to have this like extreme approach to like training, and when I first started out, I was doing it with my clients and stuff too. And I noticed it, you know what I'm saying? I seen it. And I've had a couple people throw up. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that's what's up. Like, yeah, there you go. Don't give up. Like, keep going, grind. See, you done threw up. You putting in that work. You killing it. And at the end of the day, yeah, they killing it, but you don't want to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to help yourself. You're trying to, improve. And that's why I've taken on the mantra of less is more. Less is more. You ain't got to go balls to the wall, especially in the beginning, because guess what? You're going to fall. You go balls to the wall in the beginning, you're going to fall. But if you be gradual at first and you build up, you won't fall. And you can consistently keep going down the route that you're going. Instead of going crazy and then you get clothesline, you know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I thought I was straight. You running and going so fast. I know y'all remember when y'all was a kid, and you running and doing your thing and you ain't see. Well, I don't know. I'm from the hood, you know what I mean? I'm from the hood, so if you ain't from the hood, you might not catch this. But if you from the hood, you might relate. But you running and you going fast, you running and you don't see the clothesline right there. You don't see the clothesline and you get literally clothesline by the clothesline, like wow. You running, and then boom, you get clothesline by the clothesline. That's my point. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Damn, how I skipped that comment. Hold on. They replaced it with something else, hopefully being better. Oh, okay, he's talking about weed. Yeah, that's the approach too. I mean, it makes sense. You want to find an alternative, and that's with anything, man. Anything that's unhealthy. We all got our vices. You know what I'm saying? Especially depending on what you may do. If you deal with something mentally or emotionally, a lot of times subconsciously, man, we find things to make vices, or we make things vices as an escape. Like he said, escapism. I know all about that. I know all about escapism. That's a whole nother conversation, different topic of a video in which Maybe one day I'll hop on here and get into that, but right now I'm not trying to dig deep on that because that's a whole nother ball game. But I've been there, and you know, we all human beings, man. I mean, it's real easy to try to find something to distract you. You know, it could be a fantasy, it could be anything. You could just be finding things that get your mind off of what's going on in reality to escape. And it's not healthy at all. Like it really ain't. Depending on what you're doing, like it's not healthy. Because you feel like it's helping you, but it ain't helping you at all. It's hurting you. It's sabotaging you. I've been through all that. So go to a doctor, Trinity. Real talk. Yeah. Get diagnosed so you know what's actually wrong, for sure. Yeah, because I'm not a physician or a doctor. But, you know, I know what I know. I don't know everything, but I know what I know. But yeah, you can't go wrong with a doctor. But you gotta be careful too with doctors too. just like you gotta be careful with me, you gotta be careful with doctors too. In my business that I do on the side, I have a service business that I do, and my customer was a doctor. Nice, beautiful, luxurious home. You know what I'm saying? But he was cool. He was down to earth, and he really just started spitting some gems to me. He didn't know that I was already into like fitness and health and like, you know, herbs and like things to heal and rejuvenate the body and stuff. He didn't know I was into all that, but he started spitting game to me. He was like, "Man, listen." I get clients that come in all the time. They're dealing with this, they're dealing with that, they're dealing with this. And he's like, the protocols for me to give them certain medication. He's like, but I know that medication really isn't gonna help them overall. It's really just gonna put a Band-Aid on what they're feeling and dealing with. And they're gonna just keep taking that, you know, until eventually, obviously, it's a wrap. And he said, he just started just telling them like, hey, just take turmeric, you know, some turmeric, sprinkle some black pepper in there and some water. Take a shot of that 2 times a day and you'll be good. And he was just letting me know, he was like, don't, you know, most doctors are literally going to prescribe you drugs just because they're going to get paid for it. It's the protocol and they're going to get paid to prescribe you those drugs. So that's why they're going to do it. So I just say that to say, like, just be careful, you know. I'm a firm believer in doing your own research. I think that's how I became kind of like how I am now in terms of being knowledgeable. I just started doing my own research because I started getting kind of slightly paranoid a little bit about certain things. I just wanted to make sure I knew stuff and knew about stuff instead of just kind of trusting people's word with stuff. You know, because you could really get hemmed up in the game for real. You know what I mean? Just kind of going with what people say. And it don't matter what their authority is. Remember, we all human beings at the end of the day. At the beginning and the end of the day, we all humans. You know, we all have flaws. We all can make mistakes. So it's got to be on the safe side. Oh, she said, I have an appointment coming up. That's what's up. Yeah, you ain't never answered my question though, Trinity. Like, what? I want to know. Any type of something. Like, maybe you did answer. Maybe I just ain't got to it yet. I have an appointment coming up. I just wanted to know what I could do in the meantime. See, I need to know like what's causing it. It doesn't matter either or works. It's better to work out fasted if you're throwing up like that. Yeah, it really depends. Like, it really depends on what causes it or like what you're doing. Like I said, if you ain't eating nothing before you train and you get nauseated and want to throw up, yeah, you need to see what's going on. That sounds like that could be a gastrointestinal situation. You know, gastrointestinal potentially. Definitely want to look at that. If you eating a hefty meal before you go train or work out, then it's probably just because you just eating a lot of food and everybody's different. Like me, I can go to a buffet and smosh. I can go to a buffet and smash and literally go work out. Like my ex used to trip off of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I know some people who feel better fasted, right? They're like, I don't want to eat anything before I work out. I'm like, you sure? Like you're gonna need energy, A, B, and C. And they're like, no, I feel better when I don't eat. So It really just depends on people. Like everybody's, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Like me personally, I'm good with both now. But see, I'm smart. I understand like how to go about it. If I'm gonna wake up the next morning and just go train hard, fasted, I make sure the night before that for the day, like my carbs was nice and high. You know what I'm saying? My glycogen stores are nice and high, so that I'll be good when I hit the gym fasted, and it translates very well. You know, but like say I don't do that, and I just wake up the next morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit the gym and I'm gonna go ham. Fasted yesterday. I had a low day yesterday. I know darn well my carbs was mad low. I had like 175, 85 grams of carb. Bro, I'm gonna be messed up in the game if I do that. That's why I don't even play with that. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm telling you right now, like that can actually cause other issues, man. Like, no cap. That can most definitely cause other issues where you like, yeah, I don't, that's a whole nother conversation too. Some more of that, man. See what we got going on. Yo, man, why she calling me right now, man? I told her. Trying to figure out how to get this damn TV on, bro. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Hey, this hotel, I like this hotel, man. This hotel I mean, it ain't nothing extravagant, but um, I mean, it's a good view of the city. I mean, it's like, she was about to give me the darn panoramic window, but somebody else had actually got the room, so I was supposed to get that room, but somebody came and got it before me, man. I was like, man, ain't that a beat? I was excited about that because I already planned to get on live anyway, and I was gonna kind of show that off, like, kind of slightly stunt. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Like, ain't nothing wrong with just stunting like a little bit. You know what I mean? If you try to over stunt, then you gonna be like Evil Knievel out here. You gonna get bumped up in the game. You know what I'm saying? So you can't over stunt. You just gotta less is more. Less is more. See what I'm saying? Less is more. What we got going on? What we got going on? What we got going on? We got looks for doing what you can do. You can figure out, okay. Just want to know what I could do. Okay. Looks like you're doing what you could do from the sound of it. Okay, he was talking to Trinity. She still ain't. Hey Trinity, you still ain't answered the question, but maybe you don't want to. That's cool. I respect that. It's better to do workout fasted if you're throwing up like that. That's a fact. What's up, homie? Long time no see. Yo, salute. Yo, appreciate you stopping in. Why you not with your family? Oh man, I'm handling some business right now, bro. Um, yeah, man. I'm making some moves, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But Christmas is tomorrow, so I'm excited to be with my family tomorrow, and I can't wait. I can't wait for my babies to see their gifts, man. I'm super excited about that. That's a good question, though, man. I don't know if you got kids, but as a father, man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Especially if it's for the positive and obviously for the better outcome. Yeah, I was trying to find a way to put some music on, but Hey, man, but look, I'm actually glad I hopped on here, man. I feel like we talked about some pretty dope stuff. Um, was able to really touch on some good information. I ain't did this in a long time, man. It kind of felt a little funny because it's been so long since I just been on like live or like on video, just spitting gems or sharing the knowledge that I do have concerning this type of stuff and training and all that, health and all that. So I enjoyed this. I look to do this more often and get back to it. I just felt like now would be a good time to do it. Trying to stay out of trouble. Trying to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Especially being in this city, because this city right here, boy. I love this city, man. I love Atlanta, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I love Atlanta. As of right now, my two most favorite cities in America is definitely gonna be Atlanta and New York City, man. Hands down. Atlanta and New York City. Hands down. Atlanta and New York City. And maybe I need to go to more cities. But one city in particular that caught me off guard, I didn't even think it was even gonna be like that. But it's a city called Sioux Falls in South Dakota. I think that's where I was at. I think I was in South Dakota. Yeah, Sioux Falls. And man, I enjoyed myself in that city, man. That city was lit. It was literally like a little baby Atlanta. I was like, man, this is dope. I never would have thought. Like, I thought I was in the middle of nowhere, man. And I pull up, I go to Sioux Falls. I'm like, damn, this is lit. I feel like I'm at home. I kind of feel like I was in Charlotte a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, this is lit. But what the? But all right, y'all. Look, I'm about to hop off here, yo. If y'all don't got nothing else y'all want to rap about, I'm about to hop off here because tomorrow, well, yeah, I got some stuff I gotta do. First thing. Put that on top I figure out this darn TV too, man. I can't be looking retarded on live like I don't know nothing about TV. I've been messing with TV since I was 4. No cap. My mom used to come get me when something was wrong with the TV, and I was a damn kid. So I can't allow myself to be up on here like acting like I can't figure a darn TV out. When I've been fixing and dealing with TVs there since I was a baby. So I gotta figure this out. But I'm about to hop off. Oh, hold on. I got Netflix. What's wrong? Well, Kevin, thank you for saying this. Here we go. All right, I got here TV. There we go. Oh shit, I got YouTube. I probably can pull myself up real quick. I'm gonna see if it'll let me pull myself up. Let me see. That was actually an interesting question, man, about why I'm not with my family. I would prefer to be with my family right now, honestly. I wish I was with them right now. That's gonna make a sign. All right, y'all, man. I'm about to hop off, man. Catch y'all on the flip. Yeah, y'all stay tapped in. Like I said, I've been real busy and stuff lately, but I look to start doing more content. Probably, like I said, I'm down here also for content too, so probably gonna shoot some while I'm down here. And we'll go from there, man. But look, y'all stay tapped in. Merry Christmas to all y'all, man. Hey, I hope everything good with y'all. I'm out. Salute.